Welcome to another edition of high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We are live inside Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. That's right, we're in Tornado Alley for tonight's non-conference matchup between the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes and the Lexington Lady Lex. I'm Nate Mullins on the call tonight with the Wizard, Greg Kinn. We've got Austin Rodriguez on the main camera. Thanks for tuning in here with us on senior night for the Tiffin Columbian Lady Tornadoes. And we're just about ready to tip this one off between the 10-10 Lady Lex of Lexington and the 12-9 Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes. And Greg, I'll tell you what, this is senior night. The students have really come out for this one. And you know, people are starting to filter in. At first, I didn't really see too many people on the left side, but as you start to get closer to game time, starting to fill in a little bit here, and a nice atmosphere for a girls basketball game here tonight.
Yeah, especially with it being a Monday. You know how everybody has a case of the Mondays. They finally shook them off. They got their butts out here and sat down in the crowd, and they're ready to watch this one go.
Everybody's still got a little bit of the big game hangover going, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful for you for tuning in here on the broadcast with us tonight. Thanks once again. You're tuned in on the pregame show brought to you by XCARET Mexican Restaurant. Let's take a moment and thank all of our sponsors before we get to the opening tip here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, Your Next Chapter, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. RITZLER Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Once again, your pregame show brought to you by XCARET Mexican Restaurant. Halftime show brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. Postgame show presented by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. All instant replays tonight brought to you by National Machinery. Stick around in the postgame show. We'll have our player of the game brought to you by Your Next Chapter. We're just about set to tip this one off. This one's going to be a good one, Greg.
Yes.
Look at both these teams on paper. It's a pretty evenly matched game here tonight.
Absolutely. That's what we were just talking about before this game got started. Nate, you look at this one on paper, and it looks like we're going to have a heck of a matchup here tonight.
And we're just about set to tip this one off. As I'll get you the starting lineups here in just a moment. But the opening tip, controlled by the Lady Lex, as Avia Francis swats it over for Lexington. First shot attempt from Makari Chapman is off the mark, but she's fouled on her way to the basket, earns herself a trip to the free throw line. Once again, it is senior night for Tiffin Columbian, our final home basketball game of the regular season here.
First one just bounces out there. But yeah, Nate, they had a nice little pregame ceremony, festivities here. And I saw that the Columbian coaching staff actually brought over little gift baskets for the seniors for the Lexington team, too. A little good sportsmanship there.
Absolutely. And Caitlin Free, as you see, one of the seniors here tonight, made her way to the bench after playing the first 8 seconds. Greg, she had suffered a horrific injury earlier in the season. And that's sad to hear. During the pregame introductions, they were honoring the seniors, and they talked about how Caitlin Free, three out of the 4 seasons she's been a Tornado have ended in injury. So it's just sad to see that. 3-point shot off the mark from Beeston. Tornadoes grab the rebound, and the putback is no good from Mia Zeiss. We'll have your starting 5 here in just a moment as that one was thrown out of bounds and saved before it goes out of bounds by Tatum Stover. And inbound under the basket, feeding Avia Francis, I'm sorry.
There's our first points here tonight.
2-0 Lexington. And that cross-court pass stolen away by Zoe Borowicz.
Yeah, just not enough on that pass to get it across all the way there.
Chapman, mid-range jumper is no good. And Marissa Allen on her way to the basket was fouled. It's a non-shooting foul. Borowitz called for the foul. That'll be her first, and the first team foul on Lexington. The 6:36 mark here in the first. Beeston looking at inbound, and that's a 5-second. Just excellent defense by the Lady Lex there, smothering the defensive options. All right, starting 5 for the Lexington Lady Lex. We got number 5 driving to the basket, Zoe Borowitz, as she lays it up and in. And we have a timeout on the floor. All timeouts brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. This will be a 30-second timeout, so it gives me time to go through those starting lineups. As we mentioned, number 5, Zoe Borowitz. Number 11, Avea Francis. Number 15, Makari Chapman. Number 21, Carly Ann Hughes. And number 22, Tatum Stover. That's your starting 5 for the Lexington Lady Lex. And for Tiffin Columbian, starting 5 was number 4, Mia Zeiss, number 5, Marissa Allen, number 24, Abby Felsky, number 31, Lexi Beeston, and number 32, Caitlin Free. But Caitlin Free stood on the floor for about 8 seconds, got her time in the game on senior night, and then made her way to the bench, and now you see Marissa Allen into the game for Tiffin Columbian.
I know it's hardly what she wants here on senior night,
Yeah.
but it's still nice that you can even get any opportunity. Some injuries don't afford you the opportunity to even show up on the floor for 8 seconds. So.
That's right. Well, as we saw the other night, Greg, with Carter Wolf, you know, you just never know.
Didn't even participate in the pregame slide like you talked about that the other night.
Mia Zeiss at the free throw line knocks down the first of 2 shots. 4-1 Lexington.
Referee's having a chit chat here.
There's been some kind of discussion here. We got it sorted out.
Nice.
And Mia Zeiss knocks down both free throws. It's 4-2 Lexington.
Look at those moves, Nate.
Yeah, Borowitz
A little start and stop.
seems to be the primary ball handler for this Lexington Lady Lex team. Borowitz with it. Now Stover at the free throw line. Gives it out to Chapman.
Good job getting out of trouble there.
Borowitz on the right wing.
They're doing a good job moving the ball around, but that defense is doing a great job keeping up with them.
And I think Stover is going to get called for stepping on the baseline there. And that'll turn the ball over to the Tornadoes. 5:23 left here in the first quarter. Maggie Rannigan brings it into the forecourt. Allen tried to pass it down low to Zeiss, but that one was swatted out of bounds. Lexi Beeston looking to inbound here. Maggie Rannigan with it. Drives it into the paint, puts it up. No. But she's called for the foul. Someone's called for the foul down low. I think that's going to go on Chapman. That'll be her first and the third team foul against the Lady Lex. Comes at the 5:04 mark here in the first quarter, so very quickly into foul trouble here.
I know this is blasphemous to say, but doesn't it sound like Lexi Beeston should be on the other team?
No, never.
Lady Lexi Beeston.
Not when her mom's jersey's hanging on the wall here.
just by the name, just by the name.
And Rannigan off the mark with the second. She does hit the first one.
Way to get the
They
rebound.
get the rebound. Beeston.
Oh, nice. Ah. passed it out there. I don't think she was ready for it, though.
Tried to find Mia Zeiss cutting to the basket, but Zeiss wasn't ready for it.
Oh, nice.
Zeiss with the steal on the inbound, put it up.
She said, I'm ready for that.
She said, what? Full court press for the Lady Tornadoes here.
Oh, look at that.
Another steal for the Tornadoes. Allen. Rannigan. No good. Tornadoes playing some good defense here. Chapman pulls up. No good. And the rebound is up and in for Avea Francis. Maggie Rannigan drives it. Put it up, no good. Yeah, Tatum Stover grabs the rebound for the Lady Lex. Stover leads the team in rebounding, averaging 9.6 per game coming into this one.
Great job grabbing the rebound there.
Marissa Allen to Felsky, left wing, now drives the baseline. Kicks it out, Beeston spots up for three. Bang! Lexi Beeston knocks down the three.
And you know we got to take another look at that one. Beautiful, just dishes it out there, wide open, nails it.
Instant replays brought to you by National Machinery. That one poked away, but nice recovery by Avea Francis as she lays that one up and in. Francis with 6 points here. Felsky cut off by the defense. Zeiss kicks it out. Allen spots up for three.
Oh,
in
man.
and out.
I thought that one was going in.
Chapman tried to feed it down low to Stover, but it's stolen away. Rannigan. Ooh. Shot no good. Zeiss grabs it, kicks it out. Allen spots up for three. No. Oh. Rebound tip to Beeston. Over to Rannigan for three. No.
Oh, my goodness.
Allen grabs the loose ball, goes up for it, and draws the contact. Marissa Allen will go to the free throw line. It's the effort on the...
Yeah, continuously watching those threes and then jumping into the rebound, getting the rebound, having another chance, second chance, third chance opportunities.
That's key. When you talk about key, you talk about keys to the game. Brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting. For Columbian, share the rock. Ball movement is key. You got to set up some good shots here tonight. I think that's going to be key for Tiffin Columbian. Pass the ball around, find good shots. They've been doing a good job of that so far here in the first quarter. For Lexington, control the boards. Prevent those second and third chance opportunities. And Greg, that's what you saw in that possession. That's what led to those points for Tiffin Columbian. That's why they're in the lead here. Shot off the mark. Mid-range shot from Lauren Risser. Well, those are your keys to the game, brought to you by E&R Precision Lighting. And an off-the-ball foul. Carly-Ann Hughes called for the foul. Or no, that's just the fourth. It is the fifth, okay. So the fifth team foul will put the Tornadoes at the free throw line.
Wow.
And 2:16 left here in the first quarter. Lady Lex got to watch how they play here for the rest of this one. Marissa Allen knocks down the first of two free throws. Zoe Borowitz checking back into the game for Carly-Ann Hughes, who takes a seat. Marissa Allen. Shot up and good. And she knocks it in. She's got 4 points here tonight, 12-8 Columbian. Oh. Chapman shot off the mark. And off the ball foul, or a loose ball foul, I should say. It's going to go against the Lady Lex. Lauren Risser called for the foul. And that will put Abby Felsky at the free throw line. One of our seniors here on senior night, as we got a little senior spotlight coming up here in a little bit. We'll spotlight each one of these seniors. And Felsky's second free throw off the mark.
And they, in the game before this, in the JV game, we saw the Lady Lex have a little bit of foul trouble with some players here. And, you know, already here, 2 minutes still left in this first. You don't want to get too far behind in that situation.
And a reach-in foul against Tiffin Columbia, and that's going to go on Abby Felsk.
I wish we had to zoom in on her face for that. Did you see that? The face she made is like,
oh yeah, she's like, come on
now.
Come on. Austin, you see Kim's got her Drake lens out?
Oh,
that's a nice shot from Tatum Stover. Drive to the basket and lays it in. For those of you wondering, you're out there like, hey, Stover, wait a second, I heard that name before. I know a Stover that went to Lexington. Yep, same relation. That would be Cade Stover's sister out there playing on the floor.
Yeah, and if
younger sister.
Let's say if that isn't crazy enough, Nate, who's the coach?
Also his sister. So mom and dad are up here in the stands.
Not only is his sister the coach, but that she's coaching her sister.
That's right. I think that's so cool.
I mean, that just tells you what kind of DNA is in that family.
Yeah. Well, if that doesn't tell the whole story, who's the coach dating, Greg?
A local Columbus hero, I believe. Somebody that's not on my favorite list, but no, he's a great guy.
Captain Jack Sawyer.
That's crazy.
Yeah. A lot of lore at Lexington.
No, I said, Jack, don't want to come watch the game today?
Right? Hey, you're more welcome to tune in, Jack. Welcome you on for an interview anytime. Cross-court pass.
Oh, nice pass.
Feed it down low, Risser. And it's going to be a travel.
It's one too many steps there.
Just moved her pivot foot, unfortunately. 15-10, Tiffin Columbian leading by 5. 1:05 left here in the first quarter. First period. It's basketball, not football.
Yeah, that's all it's Trust me, I had to force myself to say it.
Ranigan's shot from 3 is no good. Makari Chapman grabs the rebound. Nice little whip pass underneath. Unable to finish, but she draws the foul as Riley Frost will earn herself a trip to the free throw line.
Lexington Lady Lex with the Minnesota Vikings colors. Cool looking jerseys. I like the colors. Nice.
Riley Frost knocks down the first of 2 free throws. And unable to convert on the second.
Oh, they get the rebound though.
Offensive rebound. Chapman off the mark with the putback.
Just trying to get something there.
Seems like she's just forcing it right now.
Yeah, she's wildly just trying to throw that one up for. She's getting smothered over there.
Nice move. Oh, nice. What a pass.
Oh,
what a pass. Abby Felsky feeds Mia Zeiss in the paint.
That's where another watch. That was good stuff. It looked like she was going up for it. She just dishes it over and says, here you go, you take this. Incredible.
Boy, the student section's letting them have it here tonight, Greg. What's the theme tonight?
Must be
gray sweatpants?
Must be. Or just gray out or something.
That's got to be, yeah, something.
Hey, is it because it's senior night? Are they all like seniors, like gray hair, gray?
Nah. You might be onto something there, maybe.
I'm just trying to make sense of it. Oh, nice.
And Borowitz knocks down the free throws. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Allen spots up for 3 at the end of the quarter. And that's the end of the first period. 17-3 is your score. Tiffin Columbian on top of Lexington. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. You're watching Hoops on Hoops.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency, providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Sam Schelt Palm, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. And welcome back here, Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. Start the second quarter, Tiffin Columbian leading 17-13 over the Lady Lex of Lexington. Nate Mullins, Greg the Wizard Kinn, and Austin Rodriguez with you here on this beautiful Monday night, Tornado Alley.
Yeah, and as the score indicates there, Nate, that first period was pretty much exactly what we talked about expecting here. A really close matchup on paper between two teams. It looked pretty even.
Yeah. Beeston pulls up and knocks it down. Lexi Beeston knocks it down from three. Makes her 2 for 3 from downtown. She's got 6 points.
That's a beautiful, clean shot from the side there.
And a foul off the ball called on Mia Zeiss. Stover looking to inbound.
Barely gets it in there.
Cross-court pass nearly stolen.
Oh!
Lexington gets it back. Stover on the right wing. Three-point shot off the mark.
Man, wow.
Oh, boy, they were tussling for that one along the baseline there.
They're going into the benches on that one.
Excellent job by Austin Rodriguez over there getting that camera shot. That's what you get with action shots photography right there. Tatum Stover looking to inbound. Gets it into Makari Chapman. They whip it around. Three-point shot is off the mark.
His defense is just forcing them to take these shots that aren't really favorable.
Down low, and there's the ball movement that we talked about, Greg. This Tiffin Columbian team, they're sharing the ball tonight. It's exactly what you need. A timeout called on the floor. Timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. This gives us a little bit of time to talk about our seniors here tonight, as we want to give a spotlight on our seniors here on senior night. As, of course, we're going to highlight more of our seniors, including Haley Giltz, Caitlin Free, Maggie Ranigan, and Abby Felsky. Those are your 4 seniors here for Tiffin Columbian. Of course, they all have contributed so much here at Tiffin Columbian throughout their careers. But, you know, when you see a story like, you know, Caitlin Free only being able to play 1 out of her 4 years, it breaks your heart, Greg. You know, you think about that kind of thing. But, I mean, there's so much history with this team. They've accomplished so much in their 4 years. They've been through a lot together. Mm-hmm. And you talk about, you know, Abby Felsky, Maggie Ranigan. They've been the face of this basketball team for the last 3 years.
I mean, and that just shows the passion that you have for the sport. If you get injured and, you know, it doesn't shy you away from playing, you get injured again and it still doesn't shy you away from playing. I wish her all the best of luck in the future.
Absolutely.
Whoa, that wild pass just went to no one.
And that one goes out of bounds. Boy, the student section is letting them have it here tonight, Greg. And it's a quiet gym, so you can hear everything.
There's no band over there tonight.
Nope.
Student section is less rowdy.
Allen, cross court to Beeston for 3!
Oh, my goodness.
He's on fire!
She's on fire, sorry.
I'm going to start calling her Threeston if she keeps hitting those.
She's 3 for Forston.
Man.
Chapman pulls up from 3 and knocks it down!
Oh, no, I can't catch all the replays. Jeez.
Makari Chapman. Her first basket of the ball game. Beeston steps inside the three-point arc this time. And the bank is open here on a Monday night.
Try to catch that three-point. It was up in the corner here in that last replay because I was watching another replay. But still want to get a chance to watch it.
Stover double teamed, kicks it out. Chapman. Cross court, Hughes.
Ooh.
Stolen away, but Hughes nearly gets it back.
Oh, who's going to get it?
Chloe Hyman had it stolen away.
Oh, how about
Maggie Ranigan says, mine.
Like that, you want to talk about the literal definition of stolen away.
Marissa Allen, step back 3, off the mark, no. With a rebound, grabbed by Stover, and she is fouled by Abby Felsky. We'll continue with our player spotlight here, brought to you by VICEK Orthodontics. We talked about our seniors, Haley Giltz, Caitlin Free, Maggie Ranigan, and Abby Felsky. But for Lexington tonight, our player spotlight shines on Makari Chapman. She came into this one averaging 20 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, 3.5 assists per game, and 3.5 steals per game.
Man.
She is the Swiss Army knife for this Lexington Lady Lex team.
I say that's a do-it-all player right there.
He's had a little trouble getting going here tonight, but as somebody like that puts in a lot of points, she probably puts up a lot of shots. So I would imagine she'll start to get into a groove here as this game wears on.
So it's definitely somebody you want to put the spotlight on. You want to keep an eye on her.
Player spotlight brought to you by our friends at VICEK Orthodontics, where they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. VICEK and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with VICEK Orthodontics today. VICEK Orthodontics, bringing out the best in every smile. Lexington brings it into the forecourt.
This is just a fight out here today.
We've had some tussles for sure.
Like, neither one of these teams is going to give that ball without a fight.
No. Possession arrow favored the Tornadoes there on the held ball. Maggie Ranigan over to Beeston, left wing 3!
Oh, my goodness.
Lexi Beeston, 4 for 5 from downtown. 14 points here tonight.
You know, we talked about the Stovers and the DNA. It runs in that family blood. How about the Beeston family blood?
Yeah. Yeah, you've seen a lot of threes knocked down in this gym by that 31 jersey.
I was say you got older brother and mom's jerseys both hanging up on the wall here that you got to stare at every time you go down the court.
Coach had to come out and check the stats. He's like, has she really got 14? She's already got 14 points. Makari Chapman unable to convert on the first of 2 free throws. Chapman with 4 points here tonight. Make it 5.
Yeah, nice one there.
30-17, Columbian on top. Maddie Ritchie into the game for Tiffin Columbian. Felske's shot no good. And Richie is going to be called for the foul. And that'll be the 5th foul on Columbian. 2:33 mark.
Yeah, they're in the same situation that Lexington was in the first period.
Lady Lex been playing a pretty clean second quarter here. Tiffin Columbian, 5 fouls. Lexington, 0. Felske now with 2 fouls here tonight. Chapman knocks down the first. She's got 1 more. And unable to convert.
You see a lot of that great ball movement like we talked about, Nate.
Just trying to find the right shot as Rannigan drives it to the basket. Off the mark. Chapman grabs the rebound. Pulls up from the elbow and knocks that one down. That was pretty pure right there. Chapman with 8 points. Lady Lex back to within 10. Felske's shot no good. That'll be a travel.
That's just where we talked about those rebounds again there, Nate.
Very critical, especially in girls basketball, to not allow the other team to get those second, third. The third chance opportunities are really those are the backbreakers, you know? When they get 3 chances at it. Felske, nice turnaround, but unable to finish.
Oh, my goodness. Made herself too dizzy when she spun around like
that. Stover, cross court, over to Hughes.
Oh, man.
To Chapman for 3. Was that a 3 or a 2? They called it a 2, I think.
I'm pretty sure that was a 3. That's a 3.
Okay.
Yep. They had 20.
Okay.
And she nails it there. Let's say, I swear, so I'll put his hands up.
30-23. Makari Chapman now with 11 points. A shot off the mark. Lexi Beeston.
This period's been a little back and forth. Tornadoes seem to own the first part of this, and the Lady Lex is kind of coming back here in the second part.
Beeston, left wing 3, off the mark. And the rebound grab by Lexington. Chapman looking to push. Left-handed push pass is off the mark. Rannigan with the steal.
This is some great handling of the ball there.
Felske drives it into the paint, kicks it out. Rannigan on the left wing. Pops the 3, off the mark. Richie battles with the rebound. And a held ball. Will give the ball back to the Lady Lex with 20.2 seconds left here in the first half. Tornadoes lead by 7. It's 30-23, but Greg, it was 30-16 at one point.
Yeah, like I said, at the start of the second period, the Lady Lex had a real slow start. I think they only had 2 points in like the first half of this period. And now they started to find their rhythm here, close that gap.
Chapman for 3, off the mark. Rebound grab by Lexington.
How do you?
Stover for 3, off the mark.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. That one looks good from here. That's crazy.
And a held ball will give the ball back to the Tornadoes. 2.6 seconds left. Enough time for about one more heave at the basket. Marissa Allen. Nope. And that'll be the end of the first half. Your score, Tiffin Columbian 30, Lexington 23. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back with a halftime show brought to you by Hope and Fostoria. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency, providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Sam Schelt Palm, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132.
Hope and Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope and Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope and Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeandfostoria.com.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch. I'm Heart of Ohio Sports.
Since 1847, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse has been Tiffin's trusted florist. From stunning arrangements to everyday flowers, they help you say it beautifully. Whether you're celebrating life's victories or supporting your loved ones, stop by their beautiful shop on Greenfield Street or order online at wagnerflowers.com for easy pickup or delivery. Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, where tradition blooms. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Yes, it's seniors night. Oh, what a night.
All right. Welcome back. Here, the halftime show brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. Your score, Tiffin Columbian 30, Lexington 23. Nate Mullins, Greg the Wizard Kinn on the call with you here tonight. Austin Rodriguez doing a great job on the main camera. Let's take a moment and thank all of our sponsors, and then we'll get to the breakdown of the first half. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, including your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, Your Next Chapter, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Folks, next week starts playoff basketball right here. Tournament basketball, I should say. Tommy would correct me. He said, come on, it's not playoffs. You got to know everything if you're going to be on the air.
Oh, my goodness.
Tournament basketball starts for us here on Heart of Ohio Sports next week. And that means all this week, I'm going to be calling all of our sponsors, including all the sponsors on this list. But, hey, if you're not on this list and you're saying, hey, I want to be on that list for the playoffs, give us a phone call, 567-207-5041, or you can just shoot us a message on Facebook or send us an email, hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com. But once again, I got to give a shout out to gentlemen here at the game for Lexington. As Greg, this feels like a college game. We're getting stats.
Yeah.
After the first quarter, after the at halftime, we have halftime stats. And you want to talk about stats? I'm talking like stats.
Yeah, like not just like, oh, he shot it a couple times, he made a couple points. Like this is full breakdowns here.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
So I want to give a shout out to Bob Jarvis from Lexington and the athletic department here, because he's, complete breakdown of that first half.
Austin, if you can you point the camera down? Get a shot. He's like right
this
here.
Guy right here,
this guy.
He is
Look at that.
Phenomenal. Out here working.
Got his printer ready and everything. Like
brought printer with him and everything. And look at that. Gave me stats and everything. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
That's good stuff. That is good stuff.
Excellent camera work as well by Austin Rodriguez. We're just about ready to start this second half. But Greg, looking at both teams, shooting right around 30%. Tiffin Columbian from, 38% for Lexington from the floor, 22% from three. Columbian shooting 29% from the floor and 30% from three. But the discrepancy right now is free throws, Greg. Columbian is 10 for 12 from the free throw line for 83%, whereas Lexington 5 for 10 for 50%. That's kind of the story of the game, actually. That's the difference in score, really, when you look at it.
That's one of those fundamental things. You have to be able to make those free throws, stay in games.
And you know what's crazy is I was actually going to make that part of my keys to the game for Tiffin Columbian tonight, as Beeston gets a wide open shot, but unable to make it count. But I looked at their stats. They're shooting just 55% from the line as a team on the year. So I said that's got to be really important for Tiffin Columbian tonight if they want to come away with a win in such an evenly matched game. Make your free throws.
Absolutely, because if you're giving the other team free shots at the basket and they can't capitalize on those, it's a big difference maker.
Makari Chapman off the mark on the shot. Chapman led all scorers in the first half with 10 points. Actually, I'm sorry, second. Led all scorers for Lexington in the first half. Beeston had 14, leading all scorers.
4 or 6 from behind the arc, I believe.
And her drive to the basket off the mark, but she'll go to the free throw line where she'll have 2 shots coming up. We'll talk about Lexi Beeston, 4 for 6 from downtown, 5 for 7 from the floor. 14 points, 2 rebounds. Abby Felsky leading the team with 6 rebounds.
You can make that 15 points now.
Right?
Yeah, she was just on fire there in that first half.
And Beeston knocks down both of them. She's got 16 points here tonight. Beeston on the season, shooting 73% from the charity stripe. Lady Lex with the possession. Makari Chapman out on the left wing. Avea Francis gives it back to Chapman. Now Zoe Borowitz off the...
Man, I'm just watching this defense the Columbians play, and it's frustrating me, Nate.
Yeah.
I'm just like, come on, get out of my way. Move, I can't. It seems like they all have like 6-foot wingspans. And
Abby Felsky kicks it out to Ranigan, wide open three. Maggie Ranigan knocks down the three, 5-0 run to start the second half for the Lady Tornadoes. They lead by 12. Timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore.
So I am going to take another look at that, but yeah. Just left her wide open out there. You just can't do that, Nate. Oh my goodness.
Folks, don't forget, head on over to our Instagram page, vote on our fan poll, brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. That's right, you can head over and vote for your favorite team. You don't have to tell me who you think is going to win the game. I just want to know who you're rooting for. Head over, find us on Facebook, or find us on Instagram, Heart of Ohio Sports. Click that follow button while you're over there.
I think Austin's trying to give me a scan of the crowd here so I can look at the fans.
But our fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Austin's looking for our fan of the game, brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc.
Now, Nate, we talked about this earlier today, too, and we're going to tell the audience this. You don't have to be at the game to be the fan of the game. If you're somewhere watching the game right now and you got the crew at home or you're at work, whatever, take a photo of yourself. If you're cheering on your team from somewhere, you're watching on Who's, you could be the fan of the game. Send it on in to us, and we can put you on the screen.
That's right. Show us your setup. How you watching the game?
The fan of the game doesn't always have to be here. You just cheer on your team.
Stover tried to get it down low to a teammate, but nobody home. Marissa Allen kicks out. Lexi Beeston for three. No.
Ooh.
Borowitz grabs the rebound. Boy, the Tornadoes are doing a great job of finding open shooters.
Yeah. I was going to say, she was wide open. I'm surprised she didn't get that one.
Nice feed down low, but unable to finish is Riley Frost.
Oh, my goodness.
Ranigan looking to push.
Able to get out of there somehow with that one. Oh, what a great pass that was.
Felsky. Zeiss grabs the loose ball. Tried to feed it to Beeston, but it was cut off.
Look at
She
that.
gets it back. Zeiss puts it up, no good.
Oh, my God.
And Chapman grabs the rebound.
Just the old in and out there, Nate.
Stover unable to convert, but Chapman grabs the rebound and puts it up and in.
There you go. Take a little pressure off you now.
Chapman with 12 points here. Felsky. Beeston out on the top key. Back to Felsky. Feeds it down low to Zeiss. Goes up with it, no good.
Nice.
Nice rejection down low by Tatum Stover.
Yeah.
Lexi Beeston drives into the paint, puts it up, no.
She says, I'm just going to do it myself. I'm just going to go around.
Carly-Ann Hughes with the rebound, and Beeston with the steal on the loose ball. To Zeiss, driving, put it up, no, but she is fouled. Foul's gonna go on Makari Chapman. That'll be her second foul.
Chapman's second foul.
Mia Zeiss at the free throw line. Unable to convert on the first. So weird not having the band here. You know what I mean?
Right. They just bring a whole different atmosphere to the gym when they're in here. There you go.
And Zeiss able to get the second one to go. 36-25, Tiffin Columbian leading by 11. Allen steals the entry pass. Felsky on the right wing. Kicks it out to Allen. Marissa Allen. Gives it off to Maggie Ranigan.
putting you to work here today, Nate.
Yeah.
Moving that ball around a lot.
Abby Felsky off the Ranigan screen. Felsky backs her way to the basket, cut off, gives it to Ranigan. Ranigan put it up, put it in.
She just did a casual, like, behind the back dribble like it was nothing. I can never do that in my life.
Right. Borowitz tried to feed it down low to Chapman, but a foul. I don't know, they're going to say held ball. And a possession arrow favors Tiffin Columbian. Tornado basketball, 3:31 left here in the third quarter.
Getting aggressive going after that ball now.
They have to. They've got to start getting aggressive on the defensive end.
Oh,
Zeiss nearly had that one stolen away. She gets it out to Ranigan for three.
Oh, my goodness.
Maggie Ranigan.
Too cool. Too smooth, Nate. Chicks out there. She says, hey, you're open. No problem.
Always open. Three-pointer from Chapman off the mark.
On.
That was in and out. Just unforgiving. Lexi Beeston. Cross court. Allen thought about a three, but going to get called for the travel as she didn't put the ball on the floor before she took off.
That little move there first, yep.
He tried to get it going, Greg. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. Oh, jeez.
Makari Chapman working on Maggie Ranigan, driving, put it up, put it in, and draws the contact. Makari Chapman. 12 points for the senior guard.
The first foul against Columbian here in the third period. Been playing pretty clean here.
Cleaned it up after a pretty physical second quarter. And Chapman able to convert on the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Ranigan to Allen. Now Zeiss drives the baseline, put it up, no good. Gets it back, put it up, no good. Hughes grabs the rebound. Chapman drives it, put it up off the glass. And that's just bullying your way into the lane.
I mean, there was there was no stopping that momentum.
Allen now with it. Gives it off to Ranigan. And a timeout called by Tiffin Columbian. We'll keep it right here for this timeout, brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Folks, let me tell you about our friends at Your Next Chapter. Tonight's player of the game is brought to you by Your Next Chapter, operated by Aaron Wolf, located at 22 West Market Street in Tiffin. Aaron provides therapy for individuals, families, and children, specializing in trauma, anxiety, and depression. Take the next step towards better mental health. Call 419-969-3446 to schedule your initial consultation today. That's Your Next Chapter, our player of the game sponsor. 41-30 is your score as Tiffin Columbian in this timeout, talking things over here. It's been a strong showing from the Tornadoes here tonight. Lexi Beeston chipping in 15 points. Everybody's kind of contributing, Greg. Every member of that squad that's been on the floor has contributed something significant to this game here tonight.
Yeah, it's like you talked about in the keys, Nate. They've been doing a great job of moving the ball around, and everybody's getting their hands on it. Everybody's putting in hard work on this one, and it's showing on the scoreboard. They've been able to get out to this lead. It's not a huge lead, but it's a good lead, and they've been able to maintain it here for a while.
Yeah.
And believe you me, the Lady Lex are trying to cut into it. It's no easy task maintaining that lead.
Zeiss gives it to Ranigan under the basket. Back to Zeiss. Little give and go.
That was good stuff right there.
A little bit of hot potato. 43-30. Chapman pulls up from three off the mark. Stover grabs the rebound. Unable to convert. Mia Zeiss driving, put it up, put it in. Mia Zeiss.
You can just feel the momentum.
She's got 12 points here tonight. Borowitz driving. Fouled on the floor. They'll say it's a shooting foul.
Fouls on Beeston. 13 fouls.
Foul go against Lexi Beeston. That's her first, actually second. And it's the third team foul against Tiffin Columbian. Comes at the 53-second mark here in the third period.
I thought it was only their second.
It is their second. Sorry, I'm reading the 3. That's timeouts left.
Number 14, Mackenzie Felski. Places out.
We got another Felski. Mackenzie Felski checking into the game, freshman. So the torch will be passed from Abby to Mackenzie here. Is that how I'm to understand this?
Just not able to get that one there.
Talk about lineage and
It's always crazy seeing the family names on the same team.
Right? Chapman.
Try a little stop.
Shot, no good. And that's a shot that I don't understand, Greg, because she had an opportunity to just drive that to the basket and lay it up and in. But instead she stopped and tried to get the defense kind of going against their own momentum.
Yeah.
It just didn't work for her. Beeston. They got to get it over. That's got to be 10.
Oh. Coach over here knew it.
Excellent defense in the backcourt by the Lady Lex.
She got that stopwatch inside of her brain over here. So that's 10 seconds. Come on now.
Kim out. 15 seconds left here in the third. Borowitz gives it to Chapman. Makari Chapman driving, kicks it out. Stover for 3, no.
I'm just impressed by this defense here so far today.
Beasted. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, no. And that is the end of the third quarter. Tiffin Columbian leading 45-31. Step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back with the fourth quarter of action right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Ink. You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome back to Tornado Alley here, Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. Nate Mullins on the call with Greg Kinn. And we've got Austin Rodriguez on the main can. Thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. We start the fourth quarter as Tiffin Columbian all over Lexington, 45-31. The Lady Lex have the ball as we start this fourth quarter. Another big shout out to Bob Jarvis for stats through the third quarter. We'll get you caught up on some stats here as that's going to be a traveling foul against Tiffin Columbian.
Try a little spin into the moonwalk there.
You'll need to pack a suitcase if you're going to travel that far.
Big fourth period here for the Lady Lex. They've got to come down with some of these shots, Nate.
Makari Chapman off the mark.
That's just been the story of the game here so far. It's just a lot of shots taken by the Lady Lex, but a lot of shots missed.
Yeah. They work it around. Lexi Beeston, wide open 3, no.
Ooh.
Rebound battled for and grabbed by Zoe Borowitz. Actually, no, that's Carly Ann Hughes grabs the rebound on the floor for Lexington.
And SCB still walking around out there unhappy with missing that shot.
Yeah.
Maybe what'd she do, sit in the air conditioner at halftime, she cool off a little bit or something?
She must have, yeah.
Ooh.
And a charge is going to go against the Tornadoes. Marissa Allen called for the foul. Marissa Allen kind of had a frustrating night from the floor, but she's contributed everywhere else, though. 6 for 6 from the free throw line with 6 points. 8 total rebounds, 3 assists.
Oh, my goodness. Just on defense there, she just basically turned around and turned into that pass.
Mia Zeiss put it up and put it in.
She was covering her person there and just turned around. The ball was right there. That's that smothering defense is giving them nowhere to even pass the ball.
And Lauren Risser going to get called for the travel. Vea Francis checking back in for Lexington, as is Riley Frost.
I tell you, Nate, now that I'm thinking about it, it's been a hot minute here since we've seen this Lady Tornado squad. I believe it was one of the first games, if not the first game we did this season.
Yes.
And
it's the second game that we did this season.
I mean, it seems like they have drastically improved.
The ball
as a team.
movement is just so crisp. And a travel is going to be called against Abby Felsky.
She just laughed.
She didn't agree with it, but
she said, "Rap, you need glasses." No, I don't think she said that.
Chapman spots up for 3.
There you go. And those are the shots that you gotta hit.
Makari Chapman, 20 points here tonight.
Take another look at that one.
Nice feed. Marissa Allen with a beautiful feed from Maggie Ranigan.
Yeah, and them threes are nice, but ain't gonna get you caught up when you keep giving up the other points.
Stover's 3 is off the mark. Allen pushes it for the Tornadoes. Kick out to Beeston, thought about a 3, put it on the floor, put it up. No, but she draws the contact. Lexington crowd wanted to travel on that one, but Beeston will earn her way to the free throw line.
I'm not sure what the students are doing now, but
Isn't that Diamond Cutter?
yeah, I don't know if they're familiar with the old Diamond Downstage. I guess we're a little old for that one. They'd probably be like, who? I'm sure it means something cool and hip now that I have no idea about. She nails both of those.
Yeah, whatever it is, it worked.
So put her at 17 here right now.
Beeston with 17 points. Leading the way for the Tornadoes. Foul on the floor. Actually, no, it's a shooting foul. On Maggie Ranigan. And Chapman makes her first free throw.
Nice.
And she knocks them both down.
It's an excellent form there.
Oh, absolutely. Ranigan gets it over to Felsky. Now Zeiss.
They are just, these passes are just so precise. It's like, I'm a big fan of football, and you know that. And it's like watching, no, not last night, but I was going to say Patrick Mahomes throw to one of his receivers just right over the fingertips of the defender. Like, that's exactly how these passes are going here for the Tornadoes. It's great ball placement.
Talk about after the third quarter. That third quarter really did not do the Lady Lex any favors. They shot just 3 for 13 from the floor there in the third quarter, and 0 for 4 from three-point land. So just weren't able to get anything going there in that third quarter.
Yeah. allowed the Tornadoes to maintain the lead, even though, you know, they may not hit all of their shots either, but when you're not hitting any of yours, it doesn't take that much to stay in the lead.
Tornadoes led by just 7 at halftime, but they stretched that lead out to 14, doubled it up in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And a timeout called on the floor. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here for this timeout. Gives us some time to thank all of our sponsors right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. This timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. We'd like to thank Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, XCARET Mexican Restaurant, National Machinery, E&R Precision Lighting, Mullins Entertainment, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc., Studio Squared, First National Bank of Sycamore, VICEK Orthodontics, UIS Insurance and Investments, the Ohio Army National Guard, Art Lessons by Chelsea Mullins, Your Next Chapter, FEASEL'S Frame and Collision, Linda S. Ritzler Accounting, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. All proud sponsors with us right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And folks, once again, playoff basketball right around the corner. If you want to get on board with us, send us a message on Facebook. Send us an email, hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
Send us an email, send us a text, send us a message on Facebook, send us a letter via carrier pigeon. It doesn't matter.
That's right. Marissa Allen. Her first basket from the field tonight. Actually, no, it's her second. She had a field goal earlier this quarter. She's got 12 points.
Just a nice, clean shot. Nothing but net, Nate.
Felski. Shot no good. Gets it back and puts it up off the square.
That was nice.
Puts it up and in. Abby Felski.
Just immediately, look, the Lady Lex just kind of going into desperation mode here. Immediately passing the ball down, just taking the shot.
Mia Zeiss feeds it out to Marissa Allen. Now Rannigan with it. Mia Zeiss into the paint, kicks it out.
Oh my goodness.
Beeston, wide open three, in and out. Zeiss grabs the rebound and is fouled on the putback.
Wow.
Boy, Mia Zeiss is having herself a night tonight.
Fouls on 22, Tatum Silver. 13
Like these girls got together tonight, Nate, and they said, we're going to send these seniors out in style. You know,
That's right.
They're playing with the heart tonight. It's just amazing to watch.
Well, it's so cool. It's so cool to see the underclassmen step up on senior night. You know, like you got Mia Zeiss, you got Marissa Allen, you got Lexi Beeston, all stepping up big on senior night. It just makes you feel good about how they're passing that torch on to that next generation, you know?
Absolutely. Again, just another missed shot. That's just the story of the game here for Lady Lex.
Beeston over to Rannigan for three, off the mark. Allen grabs it for Tiffin Columbian, gives it to Zeiss. Now Rannigan. Felski into the paint, but a travel will be called. That's probably the third time she's been called for that tonight.
Multiple times, and she looks confused every time. Getting too excited, too ahead of herself.
Chapman drives it, puts it up, off the glass, puts it in, and draws the contact. Makari Chapman.
Doing everything she can here tonight for her team.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Chapman with 23. I think she got 25. I think the scoreboard's wrong, but I'm sure my buddy Bob will have the stats right after the game. Felski out to Beeston.
They're still just so good at moving the ball around.
Yeah, they're just
They're doing a great job of it. Oh, referee had to get out of the way of the ball there.
They're just not settling for bad shots. That's the key tonight.
I'm trying to giggle too much, but I've never seen a ref run like that, where he like scooted with his hands up in the air. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Kind of like Austin trying to get out of the way on a sideline shot.
He looked like he was dodging a cannonball or something like that. Tornadoes just keep doing what they've been doing here.
Allen's shot, no good, but she draws the foul. And Marissa Allen will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Tornadoes lead by 20, 59-39. Greg, we thought we were going to have a close game here tonight.
I mean, it was close for the most part.
It was.
And they just started to pull away, and it just gradually kept building and building. And like I said, those shots for Lexington just not falling here in the second half at all, Nate.
Unable to get that second one to go. 1 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line from Marissa Allen. She's got 13 points tonight.
So I don't know about you, Nate, but when we talked about our fan of the game here tonight, I was kind of looking over there, and I think my pick's going to be the fans that had the big heads, the big head signs.
Oh, yeah.
I love that stuff. I think that's hilarious when you bring the big old blown-up head of somebody that's on the team in here. Looks like a baby picture here tonight. I wonder which one of the seniors that one is.
That's hard telling. It looks like Abby Felsky, though, I would say. That's the one I would guess, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is Maggie Ranigan.
Can I pick the actual giant head to just be the fan of the game?
Yeah, just the head. That's it. And Makari Chapman knocks down that free throw.
Yeah, both of them there.
There's somebody over there. Yeah, he's that's a big man on campus right there. He's like, hey, right here.
Got ourselves another timeout here.
Timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Just gives me a little bit of time to tell you about our friends at National Machinery. They are hiring experienced machinists. Folks, you can enjoy competitive wages and excellent benefits while working for the world leader in metal forming technology. That's at National Machinery, forging innovation, shaping the future. Speaking of the future, hey, future engineers, this one's for you. The National Machinery Foundation is awarding a $15,000 scholarship for engineering and technology students with a deadline of March 7th, plus an amazing $50,000 scholarship for engineering students with a deadline of March 2nd. Don't miss your shot. Apply now. See if you qualify at nationalmachinery.com/students.
Ain't nothing like a little jump start to help you out with your career.
That's a lot. That's a nice chunk of change to help you out. And
that's more than a jump start. That's like a brand new battery.
Yeah, right?
I love seeing that we have the student section actively commenting on the game.
Right? Going for that fan of the game. Marissa Allen checking out for Tiffin Columbian as Haley Giltz checks into the game. Another senior for Tiffin Columbian.
Getting herself some playing time here.
Nice 15 foul. Lexington will be shooting.
.137 left to play. Both teams in the bonus now. So we'll have free throws for every foul to extend this.
I like how the bonus sounds like a good thing. I mean, it is for one team, but.
Yeah, right?
All right, student section, since you're over there commenting, what are you guys saying with your hands up in the air like that?
Yeah. Fill us in.
I've seen some of the other people in the crowd over here doing it too, so it's a thing.
It is a thing.
They want a hip, hip hooray.
They do. They want a hip, hip hooray.
Oh, my goodness.
Here in a few days, Austin will have a hip, hip surgery.
Hopefully her hip, hip will be okay.
Yeah, we do wish Austin the best, as she'll be having surgery on her hip on Thursday.
She's going to turn herself into the $1 million woman.
She's about the bionic woman by this point. The $6 million woman.
Ooh.
And Maddie Ritchie draws the foul.
As she goes up with that one, and like the Lexington girls, it's like, what? I love how, like, no matter what.
No matter what. Nobody ever agrees with being called for a foul.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, when I mean, every time I ever got called for a foul or a flag or anything, it was always like, what, me? No, me? No, never. And Maddie Ritchie knocks down both of them from the free throw line. They got the hip, hip, hooray.
I'll tell you what, a good hip, hip hooray cheer, that's good PR for some trouble you guys get yourselves into the other day. I keep it up with the good chants like that.
Huzzah.
Hooray. Good job, team.
Oh. Rannigan tried to throw it off of a Lexington defender, but they get it back. Chapman with it. Mid-range jumper off the mark.
Everybody keeps spinning around down there, getting too dizzy. No, you can't say air ball. That's not nice.
You can't be booing the other team. Don't be mean to the other team. Just cheer for your team. That's all you're allowed to do, Greg. You know that.
I love teasing. Man.
And a reach-in foul. It's going to be called against the Lady Lex. 38 seconds left here. Austin has lens envy as she's watching Kim Fry down here.
Oh, my God.
I do. I'm just saying. I mean, look at that thing. That is girthy.
Dude.
Maggie Rannigan. 2 for 2 from the free throw line on that trip. 10 points tonight for the senior, Maggie Rannigan, on senior night.
Instant offense there. It's the three-pointer.
Instant carnation offense.
You needed that. You needed that about a good quarter or period ago, though. We'll take another look at that one, though. I love a good three-point shot. Just so crisp.
And Stover stepped right into that one. No hesitation. Timeout, Tiffin Columbian. 15.4 seconds left. Trying to get some subs into the game here.
Okay.
Gives me a little bit of time to tell you about our friends at XCARET Mexican Restaurant. Their dining room is back open again, folks. Stop in and check out their amazing street tacos menu, featuring the legendary quesabirria tacos. Slow-cooked, cheesy, and packed with flavor. Whether you're craving classic carne asada, al pastor, or something new, XCARET has the best tacos in town. Dine in today and experience the taste of genuine Mexican cuisine at XCARET Mexican Restaurant, your flavorful escape to authentic Mexican dining.
They keep chanting that they want something, but I don't know what it is.
I think they're saying, "We love Tony."
Maybe that's what it is.
Is that the referee's name?
I think so. It seemed like that.
And senior Maggie Rannigan takes a seat for her final home game here in front of the home crowd. And Abby Felsky,
I tell you what, Nate,
checks out as Mackenzie Felsky checks in.
I say it's not exactly packed in here tonight. It's far from being not packed in here, but they're making a great amount of noise for the amount of people that are in here tonight cheering for these seniors. They're getting rowdy and loud for them.
For sure. Tornado basketball, 10 seconds left. And they'll just dribble this one out.
No way, you gotta shoot. Try another three. She's like, get away from me, girl.
And that's your final. Tiffin Columbian 64, Lexington 46. Step aside, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the postgame show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We got a lot to cover in the postgame show, folks. Don't go anywhere, as we'll have our player of the game brought to you by Your Next Chapter, our fan poll results brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments, defensive player of the game brought to you by Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. That's all coming to you next right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'll be right back.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch. I'm Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. Hope in Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope in Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope in Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeinfostoria.com.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your local homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144.
We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Welcome back to Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. Final score, Columbian 64, Lexington 46. I'm Nate Mullins, joined alongside by my partner, Greg the Wizard Kinn. We have Austin Rodriguez hunting down our players of the game. She did an outstanding job tonight on our camera. Thanks for tuning in here with us.
So you want to talk about the defensive player of the game?
Yeah, let's mention our defensive player of the game. Of course, that's brought to you by our friends at WAGNER Flower Shop and Greenhouse. Folks, this week, I'm telling you, I shouldn't have to tell you, but I got to tell you, I mean, Valentine's Day coming up this Friday. What better way to show your love for your loved ones than heading over to WAGNER Flower Shop and Greenhouse? Not only can you grab some of the best flowers in the area, but the gift shop there that they have, I mean, it's second to none. There's so much variety. There's so much there that you can put together an entire gift basket for your loved one, significant other. Head on out to WAGNER Flower Shop and Greenhouse. And I'll tell you, one of the things that I used to love doing, I haven't done it in a long time because, you know, now my wife works for a flower shop because I couldn't exactly surprise her anymore, but surprise your loved one with flowers delivered to their work. Be the office hero. Send your loved ones some flowers through delivery service, brought to you by WAGNER Flower Shop and Greenhouse.
I say, if you're a schmuck like me and you waited till the last minute and waited till the week of Valentine's Day, you better be really thankful for a place like WAGNER Flowers, because you're not going to get online and get anything delivered before in time, you know. So now you can actually get out there and say, you know, hang your head, get your flowers, get them on time, and, you know, not spend your nights in the doghouse. That's right. But anyways.
But once again, our defensive player of the game is brought to you by our friends at WAGNER Flower Shop and Greenhouse. And I think tonight, honestly, Greg, we're giving the players of the game to all the seniors on this squad. So if I had to pick one player defensively tonight, it really stood out. I mean, you look at the stat sheet, once again, I want to thank our friend Bob Jarvis with Lexington Athletic Department for helping us with the stats here tonight. But final stats here, I mean, Marissa Allen, she just jumps out at the stat sheet for me. And you talk about the impact that she had on this game from start to finish, and it's pretty impressive to watch. As, do I have the right stats in front of me here? Yeah, there we are. Marissa Allen finished the night with 12 points, but here on the defensive end, 12 rebounds. She also had 3 steals, 3 assists, and I'll tell you, she was in the passing lanes all night. That's the thing that I think stood out to me
I tell you, just that 12 rebounds number alone to me, right there, that tells me that's 12 points that you saved your team from getting scored upon you.
Yes.
You know? That's a big time difference maker in a game like this. When a team like Lexington, who if they're getting hot and they're feeling it, they're going to nail those shots. They took a lot of big-time shots, and if they nail those shots, we're talking about a different game here. But you being the one to get under the basket and get those rebounds and taking that opportunity away from them to score, it made all the difference in the world tonight.
You're absolutely right, Greg. She also went 7 for 8 from the free throw line as well.
Huge.
She didn't start the game out very hot. She was 0 for 6 going into that fourth quarter. She did hit a couple field goals in the fourth, including a 3. But our defensive player of the game goes to Marissa Allen tonight. What an outstanding job on the defensive end of the floor. And honestly, you could have gave it to Abby Felsky, too. She had a remarkable night on the defensive end. Anytime a Lexington player got into the paint, she was met by either Abby Felsky or Marissa Allen.
Oh, yeah,
One of them was right there to greet her.
I mean, yeah, you can go back on this broadcast and listen and look how many times I mentioned the defense, just how impressive it was from this Tornado squad, how much it impressed me from the last time we got a chance to see them. Man, they're vicious. They're all over it. This is great defense.
Absolutely. Once again, our defensive player of the game, Marissa Allen. And let's talk about our Instagram fan poll brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. As Greg, I think we have final results from the fan poll now here.
Yeah, let's take a look here and see.
Take a look. How did the Tornadoes.
They had a feeling that senior night wasn't going to disappoint. The fans knew that the seniors that they were going to play up to that level. They were going to send them out here without a victory tonight.
Double-digit win on the scoreboard and a double-digit win in the fan poll brought to you by our friends at UIS Insurance and Investments. Head on over for all of your life and health insurance needs to our friends at UIS Insurance and Investments. Once again, our fan of the game tonight brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. Now, Greg, there were a lot of fans here tonight that kind of stood out to me, a handful, if you will. So it was really hard for me to pick one fan. I know our fan of the game from the last time we covered basketball, standing right over there, Sally from Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse. You see her over there in the orange jacket. But, yeah, it's...
I mean, like I said, Nate, early in the game, I kind of just pointed out the couple of the fans over there that had the huge, what do they call those things, fat heads or something like that. They're not, whatever, name brand, but, you get what I'm saying. I love that. That's one of my favorite things that any fans for any sports do. I love seeing the fan in the crowd with the giant head of a player. It's just, it just stands out so much to me. It's one of my favorite things.
But honestly, if I had to give my vote to a fan of the game here tonight, Greg, I know he was employed by the Lexington Athletic Department, but
I don't even know that for sure. I don't know. He's a man of mystery to me.
I don't know. But either way, Bob Jarvis, our stat provider here tonight, he gets my fan of the game.
I say even if he is employed, it still doesn't make him not a fan. He seemed like a great fan. You don't meet many people that passionate and dedicated to the sport to take those kind of stats, to print them out, to offer them to other people in the media like that. That was just a really nice thing of him to do. And, it made our job a little bit easier here tonight.
Yep, absolutely right, Greg. So, once again, our fan of the game.
I was going to say, we'd get him on camera, but he was out of here quick. He's a businessman, you could tell.
He was like a referee. He bundled his stuff and zipped on out of here. But, once again, Bob Jarvis, thank you for all your help here tonight. And thank you for your contributions to the broadcast because you helped us provide some stats for everybody tonight.
So I have a feeling if anybody from the Lexington area is watching this, they probably have an idea. They're familiar with him.
You know who Bob Jarvis is if you're a Lexington fan, because I'm telling you, a guy who does that for that community, you can't not know who he is, right?
Yeah.
But once again, our fan of the game brought to you by STEINMETZ Signs and Graphic Inc. And we still have our player of the game brought to you by Your Next Chapter. That'll come to you here in just a moment. We're going to step aside, take a quick timeout, but we'll come back with our player of the game here in the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. Hope in Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope in Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope in Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeinfostoria.com. Keep it locked in. You're watching Hoops on Hoos.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go, Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching high school basketball right here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. All right, welcome back to Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. We're live here in the postgame show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union, and we have our players of the game. That's right, our seniors from Tiffin Columbian, Maggie Ranigan, Abby Felsky, Haley Giltz, and Caitlin Free. Thanks for joining us on the broadcast, ladies.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. All right, so first we have Abby and Maggie on the headsets, and then we'll trade and we'll let the ladies in the middle talk as well. But let me ask you ladies first. What a journey it's been. 4 years at Tiffin Columbian. Talk about, Abby, we'll start with you. Talk about just the start of your journey and just how it, does it really feel like 4 years has passed?
No, not at all. And especially, playing together through like middle school and stuff, we can't get enough of playing with these girls. Like, they know your every move. It's like playing with your sister, essentially, which I have gotten the privilege to do. But you know what's going to happen. Like, they make a cut, you find them. And it's an incredible opportunity to have that. Like, not all teams have that, and we just have that chemistry from being together so long.
Yeah, and the chemistry is one thing I really noticed tonight. We covered your second, it was our second broadcast of the year back in December. We haven't been on any of your games since then, and this was the first time for us to come back.
and I'm really impressed with the chemistry, but the ball movement is really what impressed me the most. Yeah. Maggie, talk about just how far you've come since the beginning of this season under the direction of Coach Harrigan.
Yeah, for sure. So at the beginning of the season, I mean, we've gone through almost a different offense every single year, and this year we input a dribble drive offense, which is essentially just playing 5-out basketball, and we just had to work on team chemistry. And I think throughout the season we've just worked on, like, I know my players' tendencies and they know mine, so just finding each other on the backdoor cuts or on the kickouts is just so essential to our offense.
Yeah, and I mean, you executed to perfection here tonight. I mean, you never really trailed in this game. It was never really close. I mean, it got to about it's like a 6-point game at one point, 7-point game before halftime. But what happened in that third quarter? Because, Abby, I'll ask this to you. It just seems like on the defensive end of the floor, you really just clamped down. What was it specifically that happened there in the third quarter?
Coming out of halftime, we were really trying to focus on locking down, get a stop, score a stop. We all came together, all 5 of us. We achieved that goal. We all were playing help defense. We were all guarding our girls great. We were talking on switches, screens, all of that. And that's pivotal to our team. Like, our defense is what we pride ourselves on. And if we're able to talk, be in our gaps, etc., then it's just history from there, essentially.
Yeah. All right, Maggie, 13 wins on the season, 13-9. Talk about what that means to you after everything that you've been through for the first 3 years here at Tiffin Columbian. How does it feel to finish 13-9?
It means so much. I think in my freshman season, I couldn't imagine being over 500 in a season. Yeah. So just seeing how far we've come is so awesome and important. I love playing with the team this year. It was so fun.
Awesome. Well, if you don't mind, we hand the headsets over to Caitlin and Haley. How we doing, ladies?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So let's talk a little bit more about this chemistry, because I feel like, they may be starters, but I feel like you are just as much of a contributor on this team. Now, you've had some injury history, Caitlin. Let's talk just a little bit about that. I heard the announcer mention it in the pregame introductions. Can you just mention a little bit about your journey and what you've been through?
I have had my injury since freshman year. I broke my hand. I had a very good sophomore year, and then my junior year I broke my hand one more time, and then I have just torn my meniscus.
That's awful. I hate hearing that. Injuries, they're never a good thing. But I mean, I'm sure there's something that you've taken from that throughout your career, the positives. Just talk about the silver lining with, I mean, obviously you still get to be a part of this.
Mine is just watching everyone not take what they have for granted. They are not just doing it for themselves, they're doing it for everyone on the team, and I feel like one of the biggest parts of it, just because I am still treated like I am on the court.
I can tell there was a lot of emotion after the game. It definitely meant a lot to you. Now, Haley, talk about your role. Now, I saw you got into the game a little bit there at the end. You got some minutes. Talk about what your role is on this team and just how important it is to you to be a part of this.
So I love playing the game and being a part of this team. I mean, I would want more playing time, but at the same time, just sitting on the bench, being able to support my teammates and give that energy that we need to push us to keep going. So I know it means a lot to our starters and our main players.
Absolutely. And talk about your journey since you've been here at Tiffin Columbian. 4 long years. Talk about the journey that you've been on.
I will say freshman year I could probably barely handle a ball.
Yeah?
This year I feel my defense has gotten a heck of a lot better. So I think that's my main role.
Nice.
My defense.
Okay. So, all right, this is the part where I ask shout-outs. Do you have any shout-outs? Caitlin, we'll start with you. Anybody to shout out?
Shout out to my dad. He has been through all since Betty basketball to middle school to high school. Even though I am not playing, he still comes to everything.
That's
and
awesome.
Supports me in anything that I do, and can't wait to see where I go after high school.
That's really cool. Haley, any shout outs?
Even though she's sitting right next to me, I want to shout Caitlin out because she is the most helpful and supportive friend I've ever had. And if I could thank basketball for one thing, it is meeting Caitlin.
That's awesome. I love it. All right, ladies, if you don't mind passing the headsets over, and we'll let you ladies give some shout outs here.
Mags, you want to go first? Sure.
Wait, what are these shout-outs just for, like...
Anybody.
Okay.
Parents, family, friends.
Shout out my mom, Kara Ranigan. Shout out my dad, Brian Ranigan. Shout out my grandparents. They're in Alabama right now, but they probably are watching. Shout out all my friends that are here, Ava, Josie, and Chloe. And just thanks, everyone. It was just a fun senior night.
Absolutely. Abby?
I'd like to shout out my coaches, Coach Morgan and Coach G, for making the season especially memorable for me. It's a great way to end the season. I want to thank you, my teammates, all of them, especially my seniors who've been with me for the whole time. Shout out to my parents, my grandparents, and all my extended family who always come and support me at my games.
That's awesome. So this being the first year with Coach Harrigan, you've kind of helped to lay the foundation for this younger class that's coming through. Talk about what that means to you to be a part of that.
Well, you can always, I always wish I would have her longer.
Yeah.
You can never have her too long.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Mm-hmm. But it's great. She's coming in. She's going to start the foundation, like you said, for a long time. We've got good players coming through the program, and I know that she'll coach them to the best of her ability, and they'll win. They're a good team. She's a good coach, and I'm really excited that she's come in, even if it's my last year.
Maggie?
Yeah, I'm just so happy to have been able to be a part of the start of something great. I was in one of my leadership classes today, and my teacher was talking to me about how just important it is to be able to lay the foundation for this team. Although we might not be able to reap the benefits, I think we really started something good, and we started a good culture with the middle school and the elementary, so it's just been really fun.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good point. You may not be part of the championships and everything that hanging the banners, but when you come back and you watch them hang banners later, you're going to know that you helped to lay the foundation for this. You were a big part of that.
Yeah.
So once again, ladies, thank you so much for joining us on the postgame show. Our players of the game, Tiffin Columbian seniors, Marissa Allen, Maggie Ranigan, Abby Felsky, Haley Giltz, and Caitlin Free are 4 seniors here for Tiffin Columbian, players of the game. And Marissa Allen was our defensive player of the game. That's what my mind was not here. But once again, thank you for tuning in here on the post-game show with us. Your final score, Tiffin Columbian 64, Lexington 46. For Austin Rodriguez and Greg Kinn, I'm Nate Mullins, signing off from Tiffin Columbian Gymnasium. You've been watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Thank you.